Welcome back, everybody, to the Shambam podcast. Today, you are joined by me and me alone because I got no guest for this week. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Pretty busy week, I must say, in my part. Working lots of overtime. Well, actually, not as much as a week before, but just working a lot, doing a lot, lifing a lot. That's the most millennial thing I've ever said. No, but I mean, shoot, where do I start? I mean, it's honestly pretty fuzzy in terms of like remembering what I did. And I'm already out of breath. What's up with me? Oh, what's going on? Is this just another like podcast jitters thing? Just manifested and just breath. Hey, babe. Courtney. She can't hear me. But anyway, she's in the couch right now watching a movie. And I noticed that she's playing it 1.5 times the speed. But I don't think she realizes. She might be on her phone. I don't know. But anyway. Dude, she does this thing. She'll fall asleep like every movie we watch. So like if we start a movie, like say 7 o'clock, she'll fall asleep either halfway through the movie or like a little over halfway, or sometimes like the conclusion, which, oh wow, I'll talk about what that sound was later. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I mean, you know when you hold in a fart, you know that thing you do when you hold in a fart and then it like comes back up your gut and it just does that rumble. It's so loud. But you know, people gotta know that's me doing them a favor. That's me holding it in. That's me not killing everybody within a 50-mile radius around me. Because my farts, man, are something else, man. And here I'm complaining of why I don't get any sponsors. And I'm talking about farts like every podcast I do. But anyway, Courtney falls asleep like all the time. Especially, we were trying to do a Harry Potter saga thing, right? So, because she had never watched Harry Potter, believe it or not. Any of the movies, actually. Actually, she said she watched, like, some of them. Why do I have such trouble breathing here, man? Jeez. But anyway, she said she watched, like, maybe one of them, like, part of it or something. I'm not so sure. But, she didn't really know like the storyline or anything, you know. So I was like, yo, let's watch them all. Let's just rent them and watch them. We started watching them all. She was doing pretty good actually watching all of them without falling asleep. There's a couple that she did. But we are all the way up to Deathly Hallows Part 1, right? She keeps falling asleep right when Dumbledore and Harry are looking for the Horcrux, right? The first one, if you know what I'm talking about. But Courtney finally figured out that she was playing the movie a little faster. She just, thumbs up. There she goes. She gave me a thumbs up. But anyway, we were watching that movie, part 1, and she just falls asleep on that part all the time. And we tried to watch it again. Usually she'll fall asleep and we'll finish it up the next day or something. But again, she fell asleep. So we haven't gotten through part 1 yet because I think she's fallen asleep twice through the ending parts. But anyway, that's just a little funny. And I'm also out of breath. What's going on with me? Can somebody explain this to me? Can somebody explain why I'm out of breath? Like, usually when I'm talking to somebody else, like just in a normal social setting, say we're out to eat or something, I'm not out of breath. Could it be that I'm trying to like hold my breath because I don't want you guys to hear me like breathing all the time on the podcast? Is it like a subconscious thing? I don't know. But it's annoying. I don't know. I'm not smart, you know. I don't know things. But anyway. So guys, a lot of you don't know, actually, not even my friends, my close friends know, but a lot of my other friends don't know, but I have got myself a new car, man. And If any of y'all know me, I am a sucker for vehicles. I like cars. I like cars quite a bit. Modifying them and everything, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? However, I never really, I mean, we're getting closer there, but I've never had like the funds, you know, man, it's expensive. And it's definitely a very expensive hobby. Especially, you know, just buying the cars that you want in general. I can proudly say now that I was able to purchase one of the cars of my dreams. Courtney just finished watching the movie.
I'm gonna go take it back to Redbox.
Okay. It's probably going to charge me a little more off my card because I'm pretty sure we rented it a little before. I mean, a little, yeah. But anyway, doesn't matter. But I know I'm teasing you guys with the car I got. I finally was able to buy one of the cars of my dreams. I don't know of my dreams. I've wanted this car. Every time I saw it, the first time I saw it, I was like, that's a dope car. This is a really nice car. I really want this car. And ever since then, I mean, I watch other YouTubers that have the same car and buy it. And what you looking for?
Your wallet.
My wallet? You need it?
In case if they charge, or do I need it or no?
No, they don't need
it
it.
just charges straight.
It just it just
Okay.
finalizes it after you return it. But anyway, yeah, I'd watch other YouTubers modifying this car, and I just really like this car. And bye. See you in 2 seconds, because that's what it's gonna take you. And when we were looking for a car, right? First, I was looking for a Ford Focus ST, right? I drove when we were getting our other car, the one we have the one we had before this new one. I mean, we have two now. So we have two. I had a Mini Cooper S. I sold the Mini Cooper S. I hated that thing. I just had the worst luck with it. And then we got a Scion TC, and then we bought another car after that. When we were shopping for the Scion TC, I drove. There it is again, that sound, because I'm holding in this. Why am I holding it in? You guys can't smell it. How old am I? Why is that seen as like offensive? Honestly. I question everything. You guys know this. I question everything. Why is a fart? Besides it just stinks, it's a natural process. Like right now I farted, right? Some people may be like, "Oh, how dare you?" Oh. But it's like, dude, you're not even here. You can't smell it. You just heard it. Why is it disgusting? Why do people like that's not even with farts, like just other things in general that people find rude. I can't even just bring up some examples because I'm not that like my brain doesn't work that way. I don't know why, but you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of other things that people get offended over, think is rude, and it really isn't. It's just a societal norm that they decide it's rude now. And if I fart on the mic, I mean, it wasn't even on the mic, it was on the chair, it was pretty loud, but it's just offensive. I'm like, why is it offensive? It's natural. It's just, you have to let it out somehow. It's actually bad if you hold it in, so just get out of my case. Nobody's on my case, but I'm just defending myself. I don't know why. I'm just a typical American, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, when we were searching the first time for the Scion TC that we got, Josh and I were out in the lot and found this. I saw for the first time a Ford Fiesta ST, right? And I just thought, I like hatchbacks, right? I just thought it looked kind of dope. It was just a dope little car, you know, front wheel drive, yeah, but I got in, it was manual, it looked just sick, and we test drove it, and it was fun, man. That was a fun car. I really enjoyed it, and I actually really wanted it. But Courtney at the time wasn't comfortable driving stick shift yet. Plus, she hated how it looked. Which, like, now that I look at it, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how it looks. But, like, when people, like, modify it, it actually can kind of look pretty cool. But, so I saw, and then I, you know, I always knew about the Ford Focus RS, right? Which is another one. I'm sorry if you guys listening right now don't know anything about cars, but, this is a part of me you just gotta listen to, right? You know, you just gotta get familiar with who I am. Yeah, because this is my podcast. So what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, son? Sorry, that was kind of rude. Why? No, it wasn't. I'm just. Let's just skip right through that. Yeah. So I've seen the RS, which is just the better version of the ST, basically all-wheel drive car. But that's mad expensive, way out of the budget. So I was like, the ST is a thing, and that looks pretty sick. I like the look of it. It's automatic. It's a manual car. And it was just sick to me, you know? It looks cool. It looks clean. It looks nice. And we were looking for that one. Well, I was looking for that one, for this next car we were getting. And I like there's like mosquitoes in here. I literally caught one, dude. Off the air, I just grabbed it and crushed it. There is a mosquito flying in here.
There better not be.
Why are there mosquitoes in here? Please. Don't be a thing. But anyway, yeah. So we were looking for an ST because I just really wanted one.
Have you sold the car you have yet or not?
Not yet. I'm getting there.
Suspension.
What?
The suspension of build-up.
It's not suspension, babe. It's suspense.
Suspense, whatever.
Did you know that I did that exact thing? I said suspension, and somebody made fun of me for it. But this is because I was still like new to like America, to American terms, and I thought suspense could also be said suspension, but that's.
You know what I mean? That's all I know.
That's true. That's all that matters. Language is subjective. Hence all the slang that gets invented on the daily. But anyway, so this other car, right, that I don't even know if I said it by accident, but I'm just gonna pretend I haven't. But anyway, this other car, right, that I was talking about, that, you know, I've really liked. I mean, just I've always liked it, and you know, I just thought it was out of my price range for some reason. I never did the research, you know. So when I was looking for a car, it was the ST, and I wasn't thinking about this one because I was like, that was one of the cars that I thought was just not there. I wasn't there yet, right? And then we were on this lot looking for the ST. Robert's Auto Sales, shout out. They got the best, dude, in this area. People who know Robert's Auto Sales in Modesto, they're the best used car dealership like ever. So just go to them if you want to, you know, a good, like new performing car, and they're really friendly. Anyway, that was I'm not sponsored by them by any means, but I should be. I'm gonna contact them. Just kidding. Like a dealership will sponsor me. So we were there and we saw this car, right? The one that I've always wanted. One of the ones I've always wanted. And it was on the budget, man. It was right there. It was like right on the top of the budget, but still on the budget, you know? So I was like, holy crap, this can happen. And I just got super excited. So they had two of these, right? They had an automatic. Okay, I'm just going to say it now, guys. It is a Scion FRS. Boys, I got a Scion FRS in the driveway right now, man. It's sick. But so they had this FRS. They had an automatic one, a black automatic one. They had a dark blue manual. So we found the manual, and I was like, dude, we got to get this, right? So we go up to try to test drive it, and they're like, oh, sorry, this vehicle's on hold. Come back tomorrow or call tomorrow and try to figure out if it's not, right, or whatever. And I was like, all right, cool, that's fine. So I'm already like losing faith on this one, and I start researching like other dealerships in the area, because now I'm like, wait, this car is actually in my budget, so let's like just put all of our research into the FRS. And no other dealerships had it, man. No other dealerships had the FRS except for like the actual Toyota dealerships that's brand new and, you know, expensive. So I was like, crap. And then the next day goes by, we call the dealership, they say it's still on hold. And then we call again, then the following day it's still on hold, and then the next day on hold, and then they finally sold it, right? Finally was gone, and I was like, crap. So it wasn't till Friday, Friday after work, I had a long day, and then I got home and just sat on the couch. And Courtney had checked the site for Roberts, for an FRS to see if they, maybe they got something new, and it was still just that automatic black one that was there. And then when I got home, like I sit down for a couple minutes, I decide to just, see what's up in Roberts, see what they got. And just on the keyword search, I just type in FRS. By the way, their site really good. It's really easy to navigate. Just a little plug right there, Roberts. They told us to like their Facebook page. Guys, go like their Facebook page, man. It'll help them out. I'm just blasting their name out here on the freaking podcast. But I type in FRS, and lo and behold, they got two. The automatic black one, and then they have this white one. Guess what, guys? Oh, mama. Little do you know, Courtney, that's the second time I farted in this podcast. Something got me gassy. What is it? What did I eat? I ate some Captain Crunch. That might have been it. Hey guys, I'm 22. I still eat Captain Crunch, and I don't care because it's pretty good. But anyway, I saw this white one. This white FRS, and guess what? I like white cars, man. I like how they make the accents in the vehicles pop. So I was like, holy crap, there's a white FRS. Is it automatic or manual? Boom! It's manual. I was a little loud. I'm sorry, everybody. But boy, that's what happened in my head when I saw it. Manual FRS. And I'm not, bagging on people who, can't drive manual, get automatic cars. They're fine. It's just me personally. It had to be manual. Especially since the TC is automatic. It's just funner, in my opinion, to drive a manual vehicle. So, boy, we rushed down. As soon as I found it, I was like, let's go check it out. So yeah, for sure. We went down to the dealership. We asked about it, we were like, hey, can we test drive this car? We just saw you got it. First we walked around the dealership and we couldn't find it, right? We're like, holy crap, where's this car? We can't find it. It says here, it's right here. And we were like, well, it just got on the site. Maybe it's like shipping here or something, Then I was like, crap, they don't even have it here. So we went up and we're like, yo, we found this car. It's on your site. It's brand new. Like, you guys just put it in the site, but we don't find it in the lot. And he was like, oh yeah, it's actually still in our warehouse, on our shop, actually, because they just got it. So I was like, oh, sweet, cool. So it's in the premises. They're like, yeah, we can bring it out here right now if you want to drive it. And I was like, sweet, yeah, for sure. We had to get pre-approved, so then we met up with our the financial dude. What do they call him? Real automotive salesman. Anyway, stupid, don't know things. So we met with this guy and we got pre-approved, and I was like, sweet. So I was crossing my fingers that I was going to, and then we did. So that was a big old moment for me. I was like, oh, I can actually do this. So then they brought the car. We test drove it. Courtney and I said we were going to wait at least one night before we actually went through with it. But as soon as I test drove it, I was super giggly. I was giggling like a little middle school girl. I was freaking giggling the whole time. I don't know why. It was involuntary. And we just really liked it. And we got it that night. I mean, it wasn't such an impulsive buy. I mean, it was impulsive in the fact that we weren't expecting to actually bring home an FRS that night, but we were already planning on getting this car in the near future, so it wasn't necessarily impulsive. We did do some planning, we knew where our budget was at, how the monthlies were supposed to look for us to be able to do this. So, it worked out. I mean, the only thing is that now it does have some problem getting from like any gear up to first. So if I'm in second, go up to first, you know, if I stop or whatever. It's got a very, and I know naturally manuals, like it's always like rough to get into first, but this one is like different. It's like, it's really rough, and it kind of gets in gear for like a split second. So like the car kind of like just jerks up a little bit. I don't know why, but we have a 30-day like guarantee thing. So I can actually just call them and say, hey, it's doing this, and they should be able to fix it for free. So I'm going to do that. But homie, it is a fun car, and it is a beauty. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. People who aren't into cars, like my brother or like, you know, my mom, I guess, like she couldn't really tell the difference. Joshua can't really tell the difference too much, I guess, and other people, but dude, it's a nice car. Like I'm super stoked to have it. It's still a little like the unreal feeling, like, dude, I freaking own an FRS. Like, dang, son. It might not be that big of a deal to other people, but you know, when you're like this much into cars and it's actually a car that you've like really wanted, like you looked at it when you were young and be like, I really want that car, and you finally get it through your hard earned money. Like, it's just the best feeling, and you know, it's just it's motivating. It's awesome. I have so much plans for this, man. So many plans. There's so much I want to do with it. Obviously, I'm gonna, you know, budget out for, you know, save up, because geez, expensive, but I'm planning on doing so much to this car. And I was actually planning, I mean, I have a YouTube channel. For a lot of you who don't know, there's a separate YouTube channel besides the Shambam. I started this like way when I was still in high school, like, so there's very cringeworthy videos there, not gonna lie. I don't take them down just for the, you know, the legitness, I guess, the realness, like just to see, you know, progression or whatever. I mean, I'm not in YouTube anymore. I haven't posted in like ages. Just because I don't know, I don't really like how toxic it's gotten, you know, just people, either just super fake people on YouTube that are just promoting this and that, and, you know, sexualizing everything to get like dumb little kid viewers who are just really, you know, going through stuff, I guess. And, you know, it's just very toxic how it works. And YouTube's just whole system with like their copyright striking and all that. Not even that. I'm not scared that I'm gonna get like copyright issues or anything. It's just the whole community, man. It's just not. It's not what I thought it's not what it used to be, I guess. Because it used to be like cool, like, you know, every YouTuber had their own thing. They were like, you know, doing this and that, and now politics are all involved and mixed into the freaking platform, and YouTubers talking smack about everybody else. It's just stupid. So I mean, you still got the few good ones, obviously. I'm not trying to generalize, but you know. But I was thinking maybe, you know, uploading about, you know, the car modifications that I'll be doing to this thing. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot here in the near future, because I mean, we're still sharing a driveway with the landlords and stuff, and I kind of want more private. Or I can take it to my buddy's house and start working there. That might be where we start. We'll see. I don't have any money to buy anything yet, though, so I don't got to worry about that. But anyway, breathe, Kevin, breathe. Courtney's watching 13 Reasons Why right now. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of this show. I mean, I'm also just not a fan of like. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm sorry if you feel judged.
I thought there was a new season up, so I was watching it, but I've seen it already.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you felt judged. I'm not a fan of like what it is and like how it's just, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, guys, so that's my life with the new vehicle. But so expect that. If you guys want to go ahead and follow me. I mean, follow me on I'm gonna be obviously doing the posts on my Instagram as well. So Mevin Koida on Instagram and YouTube for the videos if I end up doing that. So hit the notification on there if you want to see when I actually start, you know, posting. if you want to. I mean, that's something I am going to do eventually. So you will see a post at some point in your life. But anyway, setting that aside, guys, something that has come out in the world, that is something that I've always wanted to be a part of. Sorry, I gotta check out my notes here before I move forward. But anyway, Kingdom Hearts 3, guys. Kingdom Hearts 3 came out 2 days ago. And guess what? I've always been a fan of Square Enix, right? Square Enix games. They're the guys who made Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, other games too. But those are their main ones, I guess. But Kingdom Hearts, dude. I mean, when I was a kid, I always knew about it. I always wanted to play it, but we never had when I was younger. We never really had the next gen consoles. We survived on a GameCube for almost our whole childhood, and then one Christmas we actually got a Nintendo Wii, and we were freaking excited for that. But we never had a PlayStation where Kingdom Hearts was usually released. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in a podcast already. But anyway, it already came out, so let's talk about it now. So the third one came out 2 days ago. So as I expected, there's tons of walkthrough videos all over YouTube that I'm trying to avoid. I'm even avoiding the thumbnails because right now, guys, I bought all the it's one game with it's one disc with all the previous games, right? So Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, all the other Kingdom Hearts games that are in between. If anybody knows anything about Kingdom Hearts, is that the storyline can get very confusing, and there's a lot of installations to the series, side story or backstory, things like that, So I only ever played one for the Game Boy Advance, way back in the day, and I never beat that one. It was called Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And even if I beat it, I was too young to understand what was going on. I was just playing a video game, just progressing through the levels, so I didn't have that understanding of storyline, what was going on. And then fast forward to when we actually got an Xbox and all that. I had a PSP and I played Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which was actually, it was a good thing that I got into that one, because at first it was the only Kingdom Hearts game. Like I said, I've always wanted to play these games and stuff. And when I got the PSP, that was the only game that was available, the only Kingdom Hearts game that I had, I could play. And it's a good thing that I played that one and I wasn't, able to play any of the others, because Birth by Sleep is actually supposedly a prequel to everything that happened before these other games, right? Before even Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and all the other ones. So it was a good thing that I got into that one, because there was really not really any spoilers. Some people even say that they play that one. They would play that one first and then go into, so it was a little blessing, man. I played that one. And I beat it, but I didn't. So there's 3 arcs to that game. There's 3 characters, and you play their separate stories. And I beat 2 of the arcs, and then the last one with Aqua. If you guys know about this game and who she is, her arc, man, I could not beat the last boss, dude. Could not. No matter what I did. So I never beat the game fully, because I could never beat that last boss. I don't know what was wrong with me. Never. I never, it sucked. I could never beat it. So I'm going to play it again, of course, because still, it's a good refresher. So I got that. But right now I've already beaten the first game, and that game was fairly long, but the thing that made it seem so like it drug on really long was a freaking ending Like, you would think you're at the end, and then you'd pass this part that you think is the end, and then you have to do something else, and then after that, something else that you think is the end, then you do something else after that, and then by the time I actually got to the last, like, boss, I wasn't even sure. I was like, don't get your hopes up, man. There's probably something else after this. But it was actually over, and I was like, okay, it is over. So I beat the first one already. There's another one after that. You're supposed to play, I guess, like, the order that you're supposed to play is the one, Chain of Memories, right? The one I said I kind of played way back in the Game Boy Advance. They remastered it for the PS4. So it's like actually like 3D. So that's fun. But it's people say that it's actually it's kind of like the first game, but with like new goodies and stuff in it, kind of. So like you go to this like weird castle where you like forget all your abilities or something like that, and then you like, what do? You basically have to go through like all the memories, like the same like kind of levels, worlds and stuff from the first game, but like, you know. So people say, like, if you want to just like, you know, you can, people generally skip, not generally, but that you can skip it, right? If I had more time, I would have gone ahead and played it. But, you know, right now I just wanted to try to get all the story so far, hence the name of the whole pack that this game was. So I was like, I'm just going to skip this one and then play Kingdom Hearts 2, right? And you're supposed to watch this other movie, which is a prequel to Kingdom Hearts 2, but there's people say there's spoilers on that. This is why it was so confusing for people, by the way, because you're probably confused right now too. If you're still listening, because you're like, dude, I did not know you were this nerdy. I'm out. See ya. But I wouldn't blame you. It's just who I am. But anyway, I'm playing the second one right now. Pretty dope, man. I mean, the evolution, I was excited for that too, seeing the evolution in the games, right? I was like, I want to see how this goes. But dude, I got a long way to go. I got a couple games after this one that I have to play before I'm going to dive into the third one. And I have to, like, I'm avoiding every trailer. I'm avoiding every thumbnail, right? For the, like I just said, every thumbnail for all the other, for Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay, because I don't want to see any picture of any character that I don't know the outcome of their future. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this character to be... I don't want to watch a trailer, see a character there, and then play the game, like the games before, catching up to the story, and then knowing, oh, they were in Kingdom Hearts 3, they're obviously going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? So I've been avoiding all that because I just really want to do it right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, a little too much. I got to stop it. But, and I say but for every like transition. We got to stop. We got to be more like Joe Rogan. And more professional. I don't know why I said Joe Rogan, but, you know, I just got to be a little more professional. Guys, this is going to be a sweet, nice and short podcast, so don't get excited. We're almost done, man. We're almost done. So, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't get political here, guys, but I will talk about my beliefs in terms of just what I think is right and wrong, right? People left and right are, you know, talking about gun violence. Well, not left and right, but like hardcore liberals. The radical left is what I mean. Just saying I've seen too many testimonies of theirs of gun violence, and the solutions that they know will work is just ban all the guns, but they don't even know like actual weapon terminology or not even weapon. You know, weapon is actually what is the definition of a weapon, you know? And even when I say that, like, say weapon is actually just the term is for a tool being used to harm somebody else. I mean, I obviously just said weapon, but I was like, oh no, wait, no, I meant this. But you know, the freaking journalism nowadays, they'll take that. They'll be like, oh no, we're not gonna take your correction. We're just gonna take what you said before, and we're gonna put that in our story and blow it up and lie to everybody. How can they do that with the straight face? I don't understand. But anyway, definition. This doesn't have anything to do with anything I'm about to say, but I am just a curious person. So we're gonna Really find out what the definition of a weapon. A thing designed or used to inflict bodily harm or physical damage. There you go. So, yeah, that would have been a very nice journalistic tool somebody could have used against me. But, you know, I don't have enough people listening to me for that to happen. I did get a little hate on one of my videos. So that's initiation, man. That's initiation. That's meaning I'm actually organically, I guess, floating into the internet. I don't know. It wasn't really organic, man. I experimented. So what I did, right? I didn't even think about this beforehand. I went to a PewDiePie versus T-Series live stream because I was hearing that he was getting a little close. They were getting a little close to beating him. So I was like, oh, let me see. And I went to this live stream. Tons of people on there, right? Tons of people. And then I was like, dang, I was logged into my my Shambam account too. And I was like, should I just like comment something and just see if people like float in, right? And then I saw this thing like on live streams, I guess you can do like the super chat, right? Where you pay an amount of money and it will be like your comment will be highlighted for a certain amount of time depending on how much you pay, right? So I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. You know, and that's not a bad thing. When you are in the business of, you know, something like this where you need to figure out ways to market it, to get it heard, right? Not paying for bots, not paying for numbers, to actually have real people listen to it. You know, if you have no idea, like me, you have to dabble and you have to like, you know, dive into some things here and there, you know, just test out the waters, man. So I did. I paid a little bit, right? And then I just kind of was like, yo, you know, when y'all get time, check out the podcast. By the way, PewDiePie better not lose. And it worked. I mean, I got like a solid, like, in like a minute that I think I got a minute of highlight time. I got like 10 subs, man. I mean, people, and then like those guys, like the people who came in and subscribed, they're like, yo, dope podcast. Saw you on PewDiePie versus T-Series, but dope podcast. Like they actually liked it. You know, that's the kind of thing I like, seeing actual people come in and then enjoy the podcast. But that's where I got some dude who was like, dude, F you, don't be spamming your thing, like don't whatever. And I was like, what the heck? And then, you know what's the funniest thing about these people that like just spread hate is like you go to their accounts and they got nothing. You know, nothing of like it was just nothing, like it was garbage. And I was like, dude, what is this? But they'll just be really quick on the trigger, you know, just to try to shoot everybody down. But was that a metaphor to what I was talking about before all this? I don't know. But I meant shut everybody down, but it came out the other way. I don't know why. Woo! Anyway, yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny. I did hide it, you know, because it's just hate. We don't need that. If I was a bigger account, right, and I'm getting hate all the time, then I would have just left it because it's just like whatever. It's not that I was like I mean, this is just going to sound like an excuse, but whatever. It's not that I was like really like hurt personally because I don't know this guy. I don't care, you know, but I just was like, well, if I can control one hateful comment, I don't want other people like saying this, you know, maybe getting discouraged if they're trying to do something, you know. I was like, oh crap, I can't do this because people are going to hate me. You know, that's the kind of mindset. I have a very like, I don't know what to call it. Like I think about like this kind of stuff. Well, like when I think about something, I'll think about it in like almost every avenue, you know. It makes no sense. I don't know if I just made any sense, but anyway. So, I mean, but there's tons of people that came by and they were like, dude, dope podcast. So that was kind of nice. I mean, that's what I did. Yeah, but anyway, what I was talking about, guns, right? There people are radical. The radical left is talking about, you gotta ban all the guns, man. You know, they were first like banning all the features, right? Like having featureless I was gonna say weapons again, featureless guns. Well, I say weapon because, ooh, that's Josh moving. Okay, I was like, what the heck is going on? I say weapon because when I think about a firearm, the main reason I want it is to protect me. So in order to protect myself, I need to inflict bodily harm to the aggressor, you know? In order to protect me and my own, I need to inflict bodily harm to them. So, I mean, come on. But journalism, you know, whatever. But they're, you know, having featureless guns, taking out this deadly stock or whatever. What?
That's not true.
Josh was like sliding everywhere right now with his sliders.
One time I talked to someone, and then they actually got beat up like that.
Oh, dang, really? You
like,
said, hey, you're mean. It's like Patrick in that SpongeBob episode where he's just getting beat up by an invisible entity. But anyway, no, you're not on.
Oh.
I don't have both of them on if I'm just doing it by myself. I'm going to wrap it up here in a bit, though. I have to, but... So, I was thinking, all right, they're banning all this without having any idea. And once the guns go away, say it all works, right? Say they first started banning all the features. So like the grips and the stocks that they say are just killer features, whatever. And they ban all the weapons. They're all gone.
Okay.
People are going to start finding other ways to kill other people because you know what? That's what they do. And I'm not even saying this. You ban guns, criminals don't care about laws, man. That's something that people don't understand. But anyway, then I was thinking when I was thinking about like all this car stuff, like people are gonna start running over other people way more than before if we ban all the guns theoretically, right? So then they're gonna be banning things like aftermarket steering wheels and like fenders and seats to make you more comfortable while you're plowing through somebody. You know, that's kind of the describatory words they would be using when like talking about these features, you know, on the guns. So I'm like, that could technically happen in the future. You know, they can't get enough of things they want to complain about. So cars could be on the list, man. So we got to stop this now. But it was just a little funny thought I had. I guess we'll conclude with this little fun fact. I bet you didn't know that some dude in Arizona saved another guy's life through CPR that he learned from The Office. In that episode of The Office where they have that little CPR training thing. And Dwight decides to harvest the organs and cut this dude's face off and put it on his own. This dude, I guess, learned CPR through The Office, this episode, and then in some situation, this other person was dying. He performed CPR, and then he survived. So, how cool is that? I just thought that was kind of funny, man. The Office saving lives over here, man. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. Nice 40 minutes for you to enjoy. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and follow us on the Shambam Podcast Instagram, as I am more active right there. And I will answer your questions, any suggestions y'all have. You guys want to stop by and say hi, whatever. Instagram's the way to go. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter, but I suck at that. Go ahead and follow our Facebook page as well if you want to. Give it a like. I mean, I don't know exactly how that works either because I'm super smart. But anyway, that'll be it for this week's podcast. Stay tuned for next week, next Monday, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.